On this episode of The Atlanta Maker, I wait until the last minute to design and print some gift tags using scrap wood left over from other projects. You are either the type of person that has all of their Christmas shopping done super early, or you're like me and end up shopping and wrapping right up to the last minute on Christmas Eve. Since I have a lot of scrap laying around, I decided to make some fun little gift tags. While I'll be using leftover wood, these might also look good with acrylic if you have lots of scraps of that laying around too. Let's jump over to Illustrator and make a quick and simple design. And don't worry, I have all of my fellow procrastinators covered, as you can download the file for these from the link in the video description and make your own within minutes. Alright, so over in Illustrator, let's get started with the rectangular gift tag. We're going to use the rectangle tool and create a rectangle that is 3 1/4 inches wide by 1.25 inches high. And you can see right now I have no fill and a black stroke. That's fine for now. We'll change the colors at the end to make it a little better for ease of use in the Glowforge. But I'd like to have some rounded corners on here. Now, in order to make the rounded corners, we need the Transform tab. If your Transform tab isn't showing, you can go up to the window up here and go down to Transform, and it'll pop it open for you. And we're going to go down to the corners, and the corner type we're going to make round. And if you hit the uptick, it will make them an 1/8 inch round, which is good for this purpose. Now let's make a little rounded tag part here. To do that, we're going to go up and get the ellipse tool. And we're going to go ahead and make these 0.75 inches. All right. And then we're going to want to go ahead and move it into place here. We'll go centered kind of all the way around on that. Alright, so now we want to make both of these a single path. So we're going to use the Pathfinder tool here. And we're going to go ahead and select both of these and go over and hit Unite. So now we have the general outline shape that we're going to cut out. Let's go ahead and make a little circle in here for the ribbon to go through to attach to the gift. So let's go ahead and make another circle. We're going to make it 0.25 inches. Alright. Let's go ahead and move this in line. Right about there, looks good. Okay, so these are our cut lines. I kind of want to spruce it up a little bit, and let's do some score lines inside to make it a little more fancy. To do that, we're going to go up to Object, Path, Offset Path. And to make it inside, it's going to be negative, and looks like I already have my negative 0.05 inches in, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's also put one around the hole here, so let's select the hole, and let's go up to Object again, Path, Offset Path. Now this time it's going to be positive, so we're going to go 0.025 to put it on the outside. Hit OK. There we go. So now we have the cut lines and these two score lines. Let's go ahead and put some text on here and then a line. So we'll make it kind of a little generic one. So let's go ahead and put some text. We'll put 2. Let's go ahead and make this a little bigger. Now if you hold Shift, it'll kind of keep the aspect ratio the same so you're not stretching it kind of funny. That looks good. Let's copy it. And go ahead and change this one to From. Alright, now we're going to use the Align tab here. And let's go ahead and align these to the right. Kind of position these where we want them. Alright, that's good. Last thing we need for these tags, design-wise, is we're going to go ahead and put some lines. So we're going to go up to the Line tool. Let's put a line here to about there. Now by default, at least on my default right now, it doesn't have any color, so we're going to go ahead and make it a black stroke. And we'll probably change the color here in a second for defining each cut operation. But let's go ahead and copy this, paste it, put this back in. down, center. All right, so there's our general design for a very simple rectangular tag. Let's color code it to make it a little easier for the Glowforge. So let's leave black for cut. So we're going to make this outside, leave that one black, and the little inside of the circle here black. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the score ones. You can do that by holding the shift button. You can select multiple items. So we want those two lines to be a score. We want the outside one here to be a score. And we want the inside one here. So let's go ahead and make this stroke color red. So anything red's going to be a score. All right, and then the last thing we need to do is change this text to an outline. Otherwise, if you export something and your text disappears, it's probably because you didn't make it an outline first. So let's go ahead and highlight both of these. Go up to Type, Create Outlines. And then we're going to, while these are still selected, let's go ahead and change the fill color. Let's make those green. We're done with the rectangular one. Let's go ahead and do the circular one. All right, for the circle, let's try and make it look like an ornament that would hang on the tree. So let's take a circle. We're going to do a new one 2 inches by 2 inches. And then let's go back to the rectangle tool, and let's make kind of a little thing across the top here, like one of those ball ornaments for the tree. So let's make a rectangle. Let's do 0.75 by 0.75. And let's move this up to where we want it, kind of. I'd say like that looks good. Now before we union these together, I want to round these corners. So again, you do that under Transform. You go down and pick the corner type of round, and then make it 1/8 of an inch. Now we're ready to select both of these. You go ahead and hit Pathfinder, Unite. There's our general ornament outline. Let's go ahead and make the hole for the ribbon. We'll make that 1/4 inch. All right, put that up in there. Now let's go ahead and do the score lines again by using the offset tool. So let's select the outline, object, path, offset path. I guess it's the offset tool, not the outline tool. And let's make that one 0.05. We want it on the inside, so we want a negative 0.05. All right, we'll hit OK. Let's do the score line around the circle. Again, object, path, offset path, so I make a new path, and we're going to make that 0.025. All right, lastly, let's go ahead and grab the to and the from our other ornament and copy and paste them down here. And I think we're gonna, let's go to the Align tab, make these centered. And let's pick this one, move it up to, find the center of this here. It's about there. Move the from, center. Gives us plenty of room to write a name here, or when we get into the Glowforge, we could put more in there. Let's go ahead and change the score lines real quick to the red. There we go. Both of our gift tags already done, ready to be printed in the Glowforge. So let's take it over to the Glowforge and go from there. Remember, once importing into the Glowforge UI, to set the engrave, score, and cut layers correctly. You can also add the names here using Glowforge Premium features if you happen to subscribe to that service. You could even add some of the built-in clip art to make these a little more festive. These cut very quick at 1 to 2 minutes per gift tag when using the medium maple plywood settings. These turned out pretty good for just a few minutes in Illustrator, and they work well with both 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch thick scraps. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button for more fun Glowforge tutorials. And to help you procrastinate a bit more, YouTube thinks you'll also enjoy the videos shown on the screen here. So give one of them a click and go down that rabbit hole. See you next time.